Starlight Healing. I'm here to do the North Node in Virgo collective energy reading. So if that means that if your North Node is in Virgo, then this reading is for you. And if you're a cross watcher and you have someone who you love that is a North Node Virgo, then feel free to watch and understand what they're going through right now. And I am doing this outside today because it was a full moon last night. I have felt very cooped up. It was a beautiful day, and actually the sun is behind a cloud, so it's even more beautiful right now. But I will say that there is nature sounds, including trash trucks and AC units. So just understand that something might be loud in the background. I will try to speak louder if that's the case, but hopefully you can hear me. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe if this is your vibe. And I usually don't do lives, but I think I might going forward. I had to now because my computer has just, I don't know. Oh, it's not in a happy place right now, so me trying to upload videos to it is just not happening. So I thought this would be the best way to get around that. So thank you, YouTube, for being able to do lives. But all right, North Node Virgo. Oof, I love this. This is pretty freaking powerful energy right here. So this is a moment that is really going to be a powerful time for you, okay? And I'm not just saying that to say that. But I say that because, first off, it says faith. One of the most powerful things you can do in your entire life is really, truly walk in faith of anything. In a relationship. You know how hard that is to walk in faith in a relationship, that this person is honorable, truthful, and that you can do the exact same thing, right? That's just one example. But that, I mean, that might be the case here, but also it's, oh, there's the sun. Just being in faith that you're stepping, your foot is stepping in the right place on your next step. You know how hard that is sometimes? That's what I mean. This is a powerful reading because for it to call in the fact that you have, like, faith it's probably one of the hardest things we can do as a human being on this planet Earth, floating around in this entire existence of universes. Especially when we have nothing that, what am I trying to say? Nothing but things that come at us that try to disrupt our faith, right? Just driving in traffic sometimes, you could be having the best day ever and someone cuts you off and you're like, disrupted, F you. You know? Disrupts your peace, right? We're constantly battling that. So, and we've got number 31, and it says Lorelei, which I do not know who Lorelei is, why this is a different card than most cards that I've gotten. It kind of feels like a fish out of water. Still holding on to maybe something that isn't quite your cup of tea or what you feel naturally in the water about. You know what I mean? Like, she is a mermaid, clearly, but she's holding onto a boat as a pet. But why would she be holding on to anything other than the deep blue sea, her home, right? I feel, oh, this is shining into my face. Well, that's still there too. Maybe that's it. helps a little bit. But it feels like there's something here that is saying you're holding on to something that, you're kind of a fish out of water. And you're holding down the anchor for it. And we got the Queen of Cups. I love this because the Queen of Cups embraces fluidity. Things come, they go, like in your emotional state. But it transcends into actual like 3D people, situations. You're able to let things go. You're able to also receive things, people. It's an ebb and flow of balance on your insides, right? Your emotional state. This is mastery of that. And then we've got the Four of Cups, something that is like clearly like relationships based. This is the card of marriages and relationships, weddings, celebrations. It's the 1111 card. So, and when I did that, this little card spun, my little card, and this is all about communication. And if you've ever been in a relationship, whether friendship, loving lover relationships, family dynamics, the number one thing is communication. And I know that maybe there's a lot of number one things about relationships, right? Because as I said that, I went, oh, well, isn't trust? Isn't, but love, But communication is kind of one of those things. You can't create trust. You can't create love without communication. Now, granted, maybe you've got hella great telepathy with this person, but in reality, you probably have to have regular communication too in order for the telepathy to be going off as well, right? But it says, every part of the world is reachable. And then the little cheeky message is, connection is the key to... No. Oh my gosh. There's a issue. There's something about that. That it says, communication is the key to connection. Voicing your emotional state with someone can be hard, but there's something here about holding on to some sort of faith that either is in your detriment or in your success. But justice is here. I hope you can see that. That sword of truth, the weighing of the scale, seeing the right, the wrong, the bad, the ugly, the good, bad, and the ugly, right? But there's some sort of karmic thing that's here to show you this is the truth of it. And that also, sometimes I feel like justice can also, to me, this is a major arcana, so it's like the universe has its hand in this. This is a big moment. This is a cycle. This isn't a daily thing. This is a period that you're going through. Are you going through this seeing it as it is, or as how you've held on to what you wanted it to be? And it does have to do with some sort of relationship type based energy. I can tell that you're in your feels about this situation. But I do feel like, I'm going to read this. I haven't read this for anyone else, but I really do feel like I need to read this Lorelei card. power, responsibility, fate, and grace. A mermaid sits on a rock and gazes toward the ocean. A small ship floats nearby, connected with her through a rope. She has the power to decide the destiny of this ship and the fate of the crew. With a flick of her wrist, she could toss the ship against the shore, or she could let it continue its journey. What will the mermaid decide to do? She has suffered great loss in her own life. Will she continue the cycle of pain, or will she allow healing and grace to calm the waters? I think you're going to choose the healing and grace because of the Queen of Cups. She is the epitome of the one queen that knows grace, kindness, gentleness, love. So yeah, will you let this person off lovingly, or let them in lovingly? I don't know your situation. It could be both, either way. But there is some sort of key and some sort of communication that is going to be that moment when you make that balance between the two of you and this person. But I feel like it's you making this choice. And however that person responds, reacts, triggers, initiates, it doesn't matter what they do. It matters how you respond. That is what your reading is about. I have 2 more cards just to clarify. What can North Node Virgo be aware of? The Golden Mirror. It says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. And then Heart with the Key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, and perfect. I think that's beautiful. I think that just kind of wraps up this whole reading in the sense of, is this the type of person that you want to be tethered to? Because those type of people are some of the hardest lessons. And it's really, really hard to not respond the same way as how they treat you. Speaking from personal experience, it's really hard to not give them a dose of their own medicine. But, ow, that just flew. That was the first gust of wind I've had all day. Note to self. It says, Sleeping Beauty's Dream. That's the card that flew. There might be a message in Sleeping Beauty right now. But my point is, I think this energy is really trying to like tap into the fact of like, don't treat someone like as they treat you. Treat someone as you'd want to be treated. If you had lots of issues, if you had a lot of issues, like narcissism, love bombing, if that was you, what do you think that person would actually, like how would you want to be treated in order to learn the most from that relationship? Treating them the exact same way is only going to further their cause in that journey they have in narcissism and love bombing. But if you treat them with love and kindness, whether they deserve it or not is irrelevant. Then they will have a touch of that in their life, and it'll be one more stone that they can say, oh, I see a different way, right? But here's the confirmation for that key. I told you there's some sort of key. So, But thank you so much, North Node Virgo. I appreciate you watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you feel called to. And I hope you've gotten some kind of guidance, understanding, wisdom from this. And I hope y'all take care, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.